do an experiment on alternator, that is in the 4th and 5th. We are going to do this in combined form. The experiment is plot the curve on the OCC and SCC, and after that find out the percentage regulation with the help of synchronous impedance method. For this we need our alternator which is coupled with the shunt motor, which gives a constant speed, and other things are here. Let's come to the machine. We need some electrical devices. This one is multimeter for the calculation of resistance, tachometer, digital, and the torque tester, clamp meter. And come to our machine. This one is our alternator. Here you can see 3-phase alternator, 1500 RPM, 50 Hertz, and this one is our shunt motor. You can see 1500 RPM and 5 horsepower shunt motor. Okay, so let's start the device, and before that we will calculate the first of all the resistance of the armatures of that alternator. For this we need our multimeter. Here you can see we need our phase resistance. For that first turn on the MCB, go through this. First of all set it to the resistance. Here we can see the resistance is 2.1 ohm per phase in the all sections. In the B 2.1, in the Y 2.1. exactly the phase resistance is 2.1 ohm. And after that we will start the machine and calculate the rest of thing. That is first of all we will do the open circuit. That is, you can see alternator section, all the 3 phase RYB is open, and we will perform the experiment on that and find out the desired result. Okay, let's start. Okay, so let's turn on the machine. Here we are starting. This one is 3-point starter. The machine has started. We will set the speed at 1500 RPM. So we need the tachometer. Here you can see the speed is 1476, so we need a little higher speed. We will increase the speed with the help of. Now we will measure again. Yes, we can now start. It is showing 1492, almost 1500 RPM that is required. Yes, 1500 RPM. That is because we can start our experiment now. This one is tachometer. This side is for alternator section, and this side is for our shunt motor. We need the field current, that is this one is alternator. Set the DC mode, start that device, and then we increase the field current. And for that we need the terminal voltage which we are getting in this device. As you can see, the meter reading is increasing. At field current 0.1, we can see our almost 50 volt we are getting here. On regular increasing, approximately 0.1517, we are getting 110 volt. On further increasing, at 0.22, we are getting 150 volt. On further increasing, at 0.26 we are getting 160 10, 60, 70 volt. And now we can see at 0.28 field current we are getting 210 volt. So in this way we will find out all these readings and write it down on the notebook. So the next experiment is short circuit characteristic. So we need to stop this machine. So we have done the short circuited. RY phase all are short circuited. Now again starting the machine. From this device, we will calculate the DC field current, and from here we will calculate the armature. Okay, so here we are increasing. Okay, you can see 0.5 ampere at 0.08 DC field current, 1 ampere at 0.08 ampere. Now it is 0.14, 1.5 ampere at 0.16, 2 ampere at 0.19, 2.5 ampere at 0.23. In this way we will calculate all the data and note it on the notebook. Okay, from this now we will try to find out the percentage regulation of our alternator, and before that we will find out the induced EMF, and for that we need OCC and SCC test data. And here we can see all the data, necessary data. At field current 0.1 we are getting for the OCC test 48 volt, at 0.2 98 volt. Similarly for the SCC test field current, for the various field currents we are getting the armature current like this. From here we can draw the curve on the graph paper from these data, just like that. This side your field current IF, this and this side your SC current, short circuited current, and this side your EMF. Okay, from this we can draw the curve. This will look like this one is for SCC test, and your OCC curve will look like this. Okay, and after getting these data we can find out the respective values of synchronous impedance. So anyways we will first find out the synchronous impedance. So in this case we first find out the current, field current at which both the data are coinciding. Here we can see the field current 0.1 is coinciding with this data 0.1. So we can assume the OCC test the EMF of 48 volt, and for SCC test the short circuited current is 1.5 ampere. So here we have the EMF at OCC test 48 volt and current at ISC short circuited 1.5 ampere. So synchronous impedance will be EMF at open circuit characteristic and divided to current at short circuit characteristic. So here we can see the value is 3.2 ohm. So synchronous impedance is 32 ohm. So we are having synchronous impedance and now we proceed with all the other data. So first of all we are knowing that the phase resistance was 1.2 ohm, and accordingly we will find out the synchronous reactance, that is root over ZS square minus RA whole square. Okay, so in this way we will get the 31.97 ohm, that is the synchronous reactance. Similarly we are having terminal voltage 400
400 volt. So phase voltage will be 400 divided by root 3, that is 230.94 volt. Okay, here we are doing the open and short circuit characteristics. So power factor will be, we are going to assume the power factor as 0.8 power factor lagging. Okay, it could be much higher, but actually we are not knowing, we have not connected any kind of load. So for the experimental purpose or for study purpose, we can assume power factor something 0.8 like that, and correspondingly sin phi will be 0.6. And one more thing we are required, that is current, armature current. We will get it from the power value of the alternator, that was 3 kilowatt. So 3 kilowatt, 3 into 10 to the power 8 divided by root 3 over 400 volt, that was given. So the current is 4.33 ampere. So we are knowing the EMF formulas, that was Vt cos phi plus Ia Ra whole square plus Vt sin phi Ia xs whole square root over. So accordingly, on putting all these values in this formula, we will get 335.86 volt, that is the value of induced EMF. So for calculating the regulation, we are knowing the formula EF minus Vt upon Vt. So the value was 335.86, we had put it all this, and Vt was 230.94 here divided by 230.94, and the required regulation we got 0.45059, and for percentage regulation we will multiply it by 100 and got 45% as a percentage regulation. I know this one is much higher, but for the experimental purpose it is good. Okay, so that is the end of the day. Thank you.